Now, as I said, we naturally perceive tourism as an economic activity, which it is. But let us also recognize its contribution to evoking and strengthening cultural pride in the country. For those who host heritage and other, natural sites, the arrival of tourists is a regular reminder of the value of what they are living next to. As one of the oldest civilizations, such a sentiment, as I said, is key to our identity, it is key to our self-confidence. Amongst Indians, domestic tourism demonstrates the richness, the diversity, the interconnectedness of our culture and traditions. But for those from afar, it is often the experience of their lifetime. However, as we all know, there are still additional ways, different ways of making tourism more memorable. And some of that centers around exposure to local practices, arts, crafts, and skills. After all, as I pointed out, intangible heritage is as valuable as historical or natural sites. And that is why we have popularized the One District, One Product, what we call ODOP scheme, or supported the Vishwakarma initiative, which strengthens the traditional artisans and craftspersons of our country, and encouraged the revival of local customs and performing arts. Now, in an era of globalization and urbanization, traditions are often lost with time. But by nurturing them, we have actually made Indian tourism even more attractive. Perhaps the most impactful endeavor which we have done in recent times was actually the manner in which India conducted the G20 presidency. Prime Minister Modi was very determined that every state of India must be given an opportunity to showcase itself before the world. As part of a strategy, conferences, the G20 conferences and events, were therefore held close to heritage sites or, naturally beautiful landscapes, and delegates were afforded opportunity for maximum cultural immersion. Every state, I'm proud to state, every state rose to the occasion, they put their best foot forward, and many delegates from the world who I often meet in conferences, including G20 conferences, they tell me that, they saw places which were completely new to them. Many of them felt that their idea, their exposure to India was dramatically changed during that period. And what I can say, because bear in mind, these G20 delegates, people who came, were probably in a way the most powerful influencers of our times. The impressions that they had, the impressions that they took back from that period in India, I can tell you it will stand us in very good stead. So it is for this reason that we say G20 connected India to the world and equally the world to India. Incidentally, many of you may also note that, we have high-level visits. It's always part of diplomacy. But typically, people they came to Delhi, they arrived, they saw the airport, they saw the hotel, Hyderabad house, maybe a little bit more than that. But again, I want to tell you what has changed. Because look now at the number of foreign leaders who go outside Delhi, who are often actually, their meetings with Prime Minister Modi are actually held in a city other than Delhi. So we had recently President Macron, who arrived in Jaipur. We had the President Sanchez of Spain, who was received in Vadodara. Some years ago, Chancellor Merkel was taken to Bengaluru. or Prime Minister Abe, one of his most memorable visits was actually to Kashi. So I do want to tell you today that this, diversity of India, this richness of India, this wonderful heritage that our civilization has nurtured. Today there is an enormous effort to present it to the world, to make the world much more focused about what India really is. Now, like any other industry, tourism and hospitality obviously cannot be assessed in isolation. I have shared with you some thoughts and some experiences within India. So let me now turn to the world. Where the global picture is concerned, those from the hospitality sector and associated sectors, you know today the current challenges as clearly as we do in the political sector. We are definitely living in a volatile and uncertain era, having experienced the successive impact of the COVID pandemic, of multiple conflicts, many of which are still going on, and of trade upheavals. Those nations with a robust domestic demand have fared better and will obviously continue to do so. And the value of stronger tourism in such a situation is hard to overstate. After all, it has so many dimensions, including infrastructure development, entrepreneurship, creativity, skills enhancement, or job generation. Indeed, there are few activities that do more to energize the economy and multiply employment. I should also add that your industry helps to prepare a global workforce at a time when international mobility is becoming more common. So every experience, every interaction in this sector actually helps to enhance brand India. By doing so, you make a contribution to the promotion of cultural respect, which is so essential in international relations. And the current times, therefore, certainly warrant greater attention to tourism and hospitality, whether it is for economic reasons, for cultural ones, or for branding. The holding of this gathering sends a very strong message in that regard. So allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to end with a few words on the theme of this conference, which is the invincible spirit of India. We are a civilizational state, a society that has withstood the test of time and nurtured its culture, traditions, and heritage. Our real strengths have been our people and their self-belief. We have overcome adversities and we have addressed multiple challenges in the journey towards progress and prosperity. We have so much to be proud of and so much to share with the world. Our approach has long been driven by Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and Atithi Devo Bhava. While we will always benefit by such openness, it is essential in times of unpredictability to stand firmly on our own feet. Atmanirbharta is, of course, the mindset to deal with global turbulence. But it is also the basis to strengthen our self-confidence, to increase our resilience, and to lay the foundation for Viksit Bharat. The tourism and hospitality industry makes a crucial contribution to these goals, and I applaud the commitment that all of you display to nation building and economic progress. So I thank you again for inviting me, and I wish you all the best in your businesses and in the many contributions that you all make. Thank you very much. Namaskar.